Imagine the power goes out for just 3 days in the middle of summer. Your expensive fridge turns into a warm box and everything inside is ruined. Meat smells bad, milk curdles, fruits rot, and you throw away hundreds of dollars of food. Now picture this, 2,500 years ago in ancient Persia, people faced 50 degrees Celsius heat every single summer with zero electricity. Yet they kept meat fresh for 6 months, fruits for over a year, and dairy without any modern fridge. How on earth did they do it? Today, on Forgotten Ancient Wisdom, I'm revealing 7 forgotten Persian food preservation tricks that make our high-tech refrigerators look primitive. Stay until the very end, because trick number 7 will completely change how you think about food storage forever. But before we reveal the 7 tricks, you need to know this. Ancient Persians didn't just survive the desert, they completely mastered it. They created food preservation systems using only wind, sun, clay, salt, and pure genius. These methods used zero electricity, lasted longer than modern fridges, and kept food healthier. The first question is, how did they keep food cool in 50 degrees Celsius heat with no ice machines? The answer will surprise you. Question number 1. How did ancient Persians keep food cool in the middle of the desert without electricity? The answer is brilliant. They used deep underground pits connected to qanats. These qanats were underground aqueducts that brought cool water from mountains, flowing around the pits to keep temperatures stable at 10 to 15 degrees Celsius year-round. Meat, cheese, and fruits stayed fresh for months. Modern fridges can't do this without power, and they use chemicals that can harm health. But here's the next question. What if you wanted to store actual ice in the desert for the entire summer? They had a massive structure for that too. Question number 2. How did ancient Persians store ice in the desert for the entire summer? The answer is the yakhchal, massive cone-shaped structures up to 18 meters tall made from special sarouj mortar that was waterproof and insulating. They harvested ice in winter from shallow ponds and stored it in the underground pit, where the design used convection to keep it frozen all year. One yakhchal could supply an entire town with ice for cold drinks and food cooling. Modern freezers break down without power, but yakhchals lasted 2,500 years. But the next question is, how did they dry food to last years without any dehydrators? Question number 3. How did ancient Persians dry food to last years without dehydrators? The answer is sun-drying with a twist. They used the intense desert sun but added shade nets and wind to prevent overdrying or insects. Fruits like figs and dates, vegetables like tomatoes, and even herbs were dried into long-lasting forms. This method preserved vitamins better than modern drying machines, and food could last 1 to 2 years. Modern dehydrators use energy and can lose nutrients, but Persians did it free. But next, how did they use salt to preserve meat for half a year? Question number 4. How did ancient Persians preserve meat for half a year without refrigeration? The answer is salting and brining. They used sea salt to draw out moisture from meat, creating a dry environment that bacteria couldn't survive in. For brining, they soaked meat in salt water with herbs like thyme. This kept meat safe and flavorful for 6 months. Modern processed meats use chemicals, but Persians used natural salt. But the next question, how did they turn fruits into something that lasted even longer? Question number 5. How did ancient Persians turn fruits and vegetables into something that lasted even longer? The answer is pickling in vinegar called torture. They soaked cucumbers, garlic, eggplant, and fruits in vinegar made from grapes, adding spices like turmeric. This created an acidic environment that killed bacteria, keeping food fresh for over a year. Modern pickles use preservatives, but Persian torture was all natural and probiotic-rich. But next, how did they seal food to block air completely? Question number 6. How did ancient Persians seal food to block air completely? The answer is sarouj clay pots. They made airtight pots from sarouj mortar, sand, clay, lime, egg whites and ash, and sealed them with wax or resin. This vacuum-like seal kept dried foods like nuts and grains fresh for years. Modern vacuum sealers need machines, but Persians did it by hand. But the final question: what was the ultimate Persian trick for preserving food with herbs that even Big Pharma doesn't want you to know? Question number 7. What was the ultimate Persian trick for preserving food with herbs that even Big Pharma doesn't want you to know? The answer is herbal preservatives from Ibn Sina's Canon of Medicine. They used natural antimicrobials like turmeric, garlic, and saffron to kill bacteria and extend shelf life. Mixed with salt or vinegar, this kept food safe and added health benefits like anti-inflammation. Modern preservatives are synthetic, but Persians used nature. And that's why these tricks are timeless. They work today too. So there you have it, 7 forgotten Persian food preservation tricks that prove our ancestors were way ahead of their time. These methods are simple, sustainable, and often better than our modern tech. Which trick will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more forgotten wisdom from ancient civilizations, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching Forgotten Ancient Wisdom. See you in the next video.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment your opinion.